Senpai, what are you pondering over?
Nothing much, I'm just wondering why we're unable to summon any servants. No matter how many Saint Quartz we expend, nothing materializes.
Miss Sion already conducted a thorough check of the system and the machinery, but everything seems to be in order.
Before long, the sound of footsteps approaches Fujimaru and Mash. It's Leonardo da Vinci, greeting them from a distance.
Well, Fujimaru, Mash.
Da Vinci strides over to them.
Seeing you two together feels like witnessing a couple in action.
Mash and Fujimaru blush at Da Vinci's playful remark.
I just standing around, wondering.
Wondering what? Oh, Senpai is wondering about the summoning system. I was just about to discuss that with you. Let's head to the central control room.
They make their way to the central control room, with Fao trailing behind.
Sion, any updates from your end? No changes yet. According to my analysis, the situation remains unchanged, but we've identified the root cause.
What seems to be the issue?
Take a look at this.
Da Vinci displays an image of Earth surrounded by numerous souls of heroes, seemingly waiting to be summoned.
Those are heroic spirits. Exactly. And this phenomenon is occurring in a world that isn't ours.
Could this be why we're unable to summon heroic spirits anymore?
That's irrelevant, Fujimaru. Once a heroic spirit is engraved in the throne of heroes, it can't be removed. Unless
Dr. Romani Arkaman.
But why did Emiya Archer suddenly vanish as if he never existed? We're not sure, both of you were witnesses to his disappearance. We've been trying to summon him back using his catalyst, but there's been no response. It's as if the summoning mechanism has ceased to function. The machine is not at fault.
Then what's causing it?
Archer's disappearance could be linked to some sort of completion on his side, or something to do with all holy artifacts and ancient artifacts stop responding. It all happened suddenly, in a single moment.
But why can't we summon him back?
How can you summon something that's not there? What does that mean? Fujimaru, have you ever played a claw machine?
A claw machine?
Summoning a servant is akin to that. Without a catalyst, it's like playing a claw machine with your eyes closed. With a catalyst, it's like playing with your eyes open, and the reward inside the machine is all the same. So using a catalyst guarantees summoning the specific servant. Exactly. But imagine if the machine is empty. No matter how many coins you insert, if there's nothing to retrieve, what's the point?
A brief silence follows. Then Fujimaru steps closer to the hologram projector.
Is that world the source of the problem, or is it another singularity?
It's different from what we've encountered so far. This is another universe, part of a multiverse.
Multiverse?
Picture this, Fujimaru. You're soaking in the bath, playing with bubbles. 2 bubbles float around in the water. Let's call them Bubble A and Bubble B. You splash around, creating waves, and eventually, Bubble A and Bubble B collide. They merge, but not completely, just clinging together as one. Bubble A represents our universe, while Bubble B is that world's universe, where unsummoned heroic spirits linger around Earth. Think of it like the Laniakea supercluster, our cosmic home. Now imagine 2 identical superclusters, almost mirror images of each other. We can discern the differences by closely studying the worlds within. Our technology enables this observation. Somehow, we are connected with that world. I believe this connection is temporary and soon, these bubbles will depart. So, once we sever ties with that world, does it mean we can't see it again? We won't be able to observe it anymore. The Spiritron calculation engine can observe this because we are connected. We've amassed significant intel and deduced potential scenarios. We've come to one conclusion. Take a look at this.
Da Vinci displays an image on the hologram, a man in a black shirt.
Who's that? We don't know. We used Laplace to collect any possible data of the past, as far as we can get. Then we offer the data to Trismegistus to simulate outcomes. Basically, we are playing a god a little bit by creating a lot of simulated worlds to identify anomalies that prevent servant summoning.
I see.
Trismegistus has calculated over 1,000,000 worlds. But in those 1,000,000 worlds, this man does not exist. There is only one of him, in that world. So, he's the anomaly? According to our calculations, yes. He's the anomaly. Our suspicions grew stronger when we surveyed their Earth. It's teeming with heroic spirits waiting to be summoned.
So what should we do?
Think of this man as a glitch in the system. Removing him will set things back in motion. Everything will return to normal. Fujimaru, are you ready to take on this task?
Fujimaru locks eyes with Mash, who offers a determined nod.
I'm determined to restore the summoning system. I will do it.
That's the spirit, Fujimaru. Our observations of their world are limited. We lack extensive information about him. From what we've seen, he's a human with no known ties to magecraft.
After the briefing, Fujimaru and Mash gear up for the mission. Fujimaru carefully selects servants to accompany him. But their plans take an unexpected turn when Fujimaru shares the mission details with all the servants.
I object this mission. I know that man. What do you mean? That man is important to me. He is my everything.
Huh? He is what? Your?
Look man, it's complicated stuff yada yada. But every Mordred shares the same feelings towards him. It may sound crazy, but we can vouch for him, he's not a villain. But how does Trismegistus identify him as an anomaly? Beat me, like I know anything about machines. But if you touch a strand of his hair, just a strand, I will fight all of you, right here, right now. I am sorry master, I am loyal to you and Chaldea. But if you are trying to hurt him, I will kill all of you without a second thought.
Da Vinci exchanges a glance with Ryder.
You too? Damn right. Before we resort to drastic measures, enlighten me. Who exactly is this man? His name is Ghana. He's our husband. Are you and Ryder? That is what it is. We are all connected to Iudex Dominus, the one Mordred that becomes a hub of all who bear the name of Mordred. Iudex Dominus? I am at a loss. Please, continue. Basically, Iudex Dominus loves him deeply. That feeling is shared with all of Mordred and we accept that feeling. I don't know the details but, I accept him as my husband. My feelings toward him are strong, even though I've never met him in person.
Leonardo da Vinci fell into thoughtful silence. Including Mordred in this mission posed a dilemma. She could either betray Chaldea or unveil some revelation in the process. Yet, Mordred's willingness to defy and kill all the people in Chaldea just for this man raised concerns. Da Vinci had no choice but to confine Mordred.
Are you enchanted by magic, Mordred? The fuck does that even mean?
Fujimaru concluded that both Mordred Saber and Mordred Ryder were ensnared by some form of control magic wielded by the man they were about to confront.
In which part you are not clear when I said we willingly accept those feelings? My apologies, Saber, Ryder. But I suspected you were under some influence exerted by that man. I must take extreme measures, but I promise when it is done, you both will be free once more.
Confine Mordred, but do not harm her.
Oi, fuckers, you dare?
Following a tense confrontation, Mordred Saber and Mordred Ryder were finally confined in the holding cell. Many servants sustained injuries while trying to contain Mordred's rampage. Days later, Fujimaru, Mash, and a select few servants prepared for their imminent mission. Leonardo da Vinci and Sion awaited their departure.
Do you recall the specifics?
Yes, he resides in Japan, near a coastal city, precisely on the hillside with 2 windmills near his house.
Fujimaru, Mash, everyone, remember, our universe will be put in priority. Proceed with extreme caution, our summoning system is not working anymore. If one of you got killed, then there is no way to call you back to Chaldea. I'll ensure everyone's safety. We must take decisive action to eliminate this man. If he can manipulate Mordred, exercise caution. If possible, verify that he's behind this interference. Just to be certain. The fact that this person doesn't exist across simulated worlds is troubling. He's absent from any recorded data. Stay vigilant.
We are going. Let's go, Mash.
Yes, Senpai.
Fujimaru and Mash utilize the coffin to traverse into the target world. Their objective is to eradicate the man who, in their perception, shouldn't exist. They traverse the world. Two distinct universes briefly converge, their momentary convergence both significant and insignificant from each perspective. Time is of the essence, they must swiftly complete their task. Upon arrival in the other world, they find themselves amidst a meadow, with a vast desert stretching before them. Leonardo da Vinci establishes communication with Fujimaru.
Are you both alright?
Yes, we're fine, but where exactly are we?
You've landed in the Gobi Desert, Mongolia.
Huh? That is far away from our objective.
That's the issue, our precision is limited. We can only aim for the world, not a specific location within it. You'll need to navigate to your objective, Fujimaru. Don't worry, we'll provide guidance every step of the way. Just ensure your safety.
Understood.
Guided by Leonardo da Vinci, the group embarks on their journey. After a lengthy trek, the distant whir of helicopter blades reaches their ears. A sight of a figure descending from the aircraft without the aid of a parachute or rope. The individual lands nearby, startling the group.
Who are you? And what business do you have in the Gobi Desert? Senpai, behind me.
Soon, the People's Liberation Army descended from the helicopter and created a perimeter, surrounding the group.
Da Vinci, what's happening?
That woman is a servant. And, servants coexisting with humans? What kind of world is this? The emblem on their armbands, it's the official PLA insignia. Fujimaru and the others are facing off against an official army. Fujimaru, you must escape. Your foe isn't just that servant but an entire nation.
Berserker, hold her off.
Berserker Lancelot charges forward, engaging Leo Seo in combat, but Leo Seo gracefully deflects the attacks. Seeing this aggression, the PLA engages in combat with the rest of the group. After a fierce skirmish, the group retreats, vanishing from Leo Seo's view.
Track down the invader's location and origin. Immediately.
Yes, ma'am.
I must visit the scholar. My best friend. There must be a connection to his past crusade against the Fifth Holy Grail War.
Leo Seo opens her cell phone, trying to contact Sion. Sion is the one who informs her about the arrival of the foreign portal from another world.